Welcome to Grownance. In this brand new video, we are going to talk about building sustainable and happy wealth. By happy wealth, I mainly mean about wealth creation. The process of building wealth can and should be enjoyable. You are not in this world to suffer to build wealth. You are rather in this world to enjoy building wealth. You might be thinking, how is that possible? We will explain all of this in this video. But before we really dive deeper into the secrets of this video, just make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. What do I mean by building wealth sustainably and happily? Let's first start with sustainable wealth. Sustainable wealth creation means wealth creation that can be sustained for multiple years. It is wealth that can be sustained for decades, even to your pension. Building wealth is important in life, especially for your future. You need to understand that building wealth does not happen abruptly or fast. The process of building something always happens with patience, attention, and love. When you are building something, for example a house, you don't finish the house within 1 or 2 days. It needs months or even years for the building to be completed. That's why we also call the process of wealth creation building. Building wealth needs to happen deliberately and intentionally. There are certain principles that need to be taken into consideration when a person is ready to build wealth. I will dive deeper into these principles later in this video. Why am I opting for people to build wealth for themselves in an enjoyable way? Why is the happy factor so important in this matter? The happy factor is important because, just as I said earlier in this video, life is actually really short. Why would you spend the majority of your time doing things over and over that you don't actually enjoy doing? Why would you do that? Actually, there's no logic behind this repeated behavior. That's why it's a wise idea to build wealth in a way that is enjoyable and durable. Building wealth is going to be a process that will take time, patience, and consistency. There are so many ways in this day and age for you to increase your income and build wealth. First, start with yourself and think about how you would want to build up wealth for yourself. Do not look at what others are doing. Just use others' success as motivation and inspiration to also start undertaking things for yourself. What are your hobbies? What do you like doing? How would you like to earn your money? How would you want to invest your money? What is a sustainable and enjoyable way for you to build up a steady income for yourself and keep reinvesting this income? A pillar word in building sustainable and happy wealth is patience, which I already mentioned earlier. You need to be patient to be able to build wealth in a sustainable and successful way. Don't expect to become wealthy in 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years. What you should rather expect is to grow in your thinking, to grow in your mindset, to grow in your knowledge, to grow in your skills, and to grow in general as a person within these time frames. Personal growth and development will be your catalyst for wealth creation. Develop yourself, and you will notice that building wealth will become easier and easier with time. When you are building sustainable and happy wealth, it needs to be done with peace. It needs to be done with mental and emotional stability. There's no reason to be stressed or to make decisions because of jealousy, fear, or anger. These emotions could destroy what you have built up for years. Stay sober in your emotions. Stay sober in your decisions. That's what's going to bring you far in this world. Of course, with building wealth, you also need to have, or better said, consistently improve your financial expertise. The first thing you start doing is earning money. But after earning money, you need to make sure that the money is being kept safely. And then you need to invest that money to gain interest, to let your wealth grow while you are sleeping, and to shield your wealth against inflation. You may have a lot of ideas of how you can start building happy and sustainable wealth for yourself. That is very good and is the first step towards real wealth creation. But you need to crystallize those ideas. You do that by making an actual plan for yourself. Write down what your goals are. Write down where you see yourself in 5, 10, 20, 30 or 50 years from now in terms of financial status. And then write down which steps you need to start taking today, this week, this month, or even this year to achieve this plan. Without execution, your plan has no value. You can make a plan today, but are you going to stick to your plan? When you do execute your plan, believe me, the sky is the limit. And of course, as time goes by, You may change your plan because you are learning new things, building experience, and developing yourself. But that is not an issue. Just make sure you start taking action. Overthinking, being afraid, and thinking too negatively are not going to lead you anywhere. The principles I have mentioned in this video are very simple. The equation is not that difficult. It can even be explained to teens. Everyone can apply this principle in his or her own life. Everyone can build sustainable and happy wealth. But you need to be consistent, disciplined, serious, and patient. So think very well for yourself about what you want to do in your life. The decisions you make and actions you take today will have an impact on your life tomorrow. To conclude this video, it all boils down to the way that you have set your mind. Your mindset is really important. Develop your mindset, develop your skills, develop your knowledge, and build up experience by taking action. If you can do this deliberately and consistently, you will be able to achieve a lot of greatness in this world. For now, we have come to the end of this video. We will discuss more about this subject in another video. Thanks for watching Grownance. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. See you in the next video of Grownance.